Oh, hell, we're gonna do a normal stream then because I clicked the wrong button. Oh, my sinuses are horrible today. Hope everybody's doing all right today. Getting this stream up and going. Uh, Streaming from the server. All right, there we go. There we go. Actually, one of the things I want to do is we're gonna adjust that down a little bit. I'm coming a little bit too hot, I think. There we go. Awesome. There's always so much to set up, and I'm not even doing like any type of like advertising either, as far as like YouTube, not YouTube, but my like Facebook or Discord advertisements. Yes, I know that. I don't want stream stickers anymore. I need to figure out how to get that to stop. I don't. All right, there's that one. We need to put up an Evo here. There's that. And then we're gonna go here. Oh man, let me tell you, I'm somewhat tired today. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not even going to attempt. Snooze. There we go. My sinuses are all jacked up. It was my last day of work today. Bittersweet, but I can definitely use a break. All right, cool. We got that. Pause for a second. There we go. I definitely need to update my actual. What do you call it? Oh crap! Or my user profile for YouTube. I need to come up with something else. There we go. Let's see. Make sure that is in fact correctly working. Awesome. All right. Everything's starting to come together. Oh, it's one of those things today where like leaving work and knowing that I'm not going to be back tomorrow or like for the next like I don't know, like at minimum 2 months. I know it's gonna be minimum 2 months. It definitely feels weird. It's definitely something different. We also got a thunderstorm on top of that going on today. So we got I got that going on. All right, where's that? Oh yeah, I remember what I was doing. And there we go. Awesome. All right, my three normal notifications are done. Huh. I ain't gonna. I'm somewhat beat. I'm actually already drinking an energy drink tonight, but at the same time, I'm kind of. I'm gonna try to stay up late, and I'm going to attempt to somewhat sleep in. There we go. We'll set that right there because I cannot eat or drink anything after midnight, which you know, that kind of sucks. Nothing to eat or drink after midnight. What makes it really bad is the fact that I don't go to the hospital for my surgery until 10:30. So yeah, it's not going to be fun. I'm not going to enjoy this at all. I am a bigger guy. I do eat a fairly good amount, and now I'm having to go probably, depending on what time I don't eat tonight, which I'm gonna probably eat like late tonight, which I know like it's actually just a futile attempt of like, it's a Geo. Hey, hey Lavender, be safe coming home. But yeah, so I know like trying to eat late, it's a futile attempt of like trying to compensate for the next day. And I know, in fact, it does not work that way, but I'm probably going to do it anyways, just to give myself a little bit of like, but to give myself like a little bit of, I don't know, like a mental like one up. So, uh, I'm not looking forward to it. I'm not like, cause it's going to be easy. Like, even if I got done eating at midnight, got to be there at 10:30. So that's 10.5 hours of not eating, which, I like to, I eat a lot. Then that's not including any of the time that's going to take for me to go through, get admitted, then go in the back, then um, waiting in the post-op room and all that. It literally will be like maybe at best, maybe 3 or 4 before I could even remotely think about eating. And considering the last time I ate was like at 3 o'clock today, so I literally could be going 24 hours without eating, which it shouldn't be that big of a deal, but I eat a lot. So, yeah, there's that going for me. On top of that, it's like the anticipation of like tomorrow. I'm so not looking forward to not being able to walk. Like I've taken that granted before, and I promised myself I wouldn't do it again. And in hindsight, that's actually why I'm going ahead and getting the surgery done, because I want to get this done. Like, I'm tired of, I don't like not being able to be moving around. And that's getting to the point where I'm at right now. I did the rehab. It worked on one ankle, has not worked on the other. So I can get this done. Go ahead and get it done. Get it over with. And hopefully I can start moving around again. Like, I would really love to go play around a disc golf. I enjoy my disc golf. I get to go out, throw a frisbee. I mean, other disc golfers, if they heard that, they would probably, like, literally, they're on their way right now to hang me for saying that. But I get to throw my disc. I get to relax. I don't get to, have to think of anything. The only thing I'm focusing in on is what's in front of me. The rest of life kind of just pauses in those moments. I think it's good to have it. And I'm really looking forward to get back in the swing of things and play that again. Only bad thing is though, like I only get like, luckily, I am very lucky. I do have a company paid disability, so with me being out, I'm still getting a paycheck. I'm still, but it's gonna be half of what I normally bring in. So, kind of knowing that this was gonna be a potential thing, I did a bunch of overtime where I could up until this past couple of weeks because I just yeah I've been hurting. I've just not been wanting to. I haven't really did do it. Oh no. She better not have messed those up. I literally just like yeah, that's what it is. She's on her other computer. She ain't get her mods. Honestly, I would love to get it where I'm not having to work so much overtime. That would be so great. I mean, oh, oh, okay, never mind. I mean, I could do it that way. Uh, I thought about maybe trying to expand this, or how I could expand it, because right now I want to keep this furnace going kind of consistently. I don't mind it being empty, but I don't want it being empty for a very long period of time. But that would obviously require like building more of these like units that are here. But also that's going to be a pain because the height isn't very well. I mean, technically these. Hmm. Really get to thinking about that. All right, the pistons are there. Well, no, it wouldn't matter because the pistons are. I would have to drop the pistons down. That would be a lot of work. I don't know about it. I ain't worrying about it right now. Kinda here. Kinda here. Add in progress. All right. So let's build this up. So, oh no, it wouldn't work. Nope. Because it would instantly pull it out instead of pushing it in. So yeah, that wouldn't work actually at all that way. I mean, I could see. Yeah, that's still a bubble column. Yeah, everything's pretty tight. I would have to do like a lot of major moving. No, I really don't want to do a lot of major moving. Oh, that's not good. That's definitely not good. Let's hope that don't happen again. All right, there's should be four. I wish my nose, like my nose, my left side right here is always congested. I just, I really, really wish it wouldn't be. I wish I would know what causes this. Just, it's always this one side too. That's why I just don't understand. 6. Come on, give me 7. Give me 7. Give me 7. All right, we're gonna escape. There's 63 in that one. And that one's not going to be popping anytime soon. All right, cool. Maybe it's just a weird fluke. Hey, those popped off too. Good deal. I am a magician. It's just okay. Uh, sh she's gonna make it disappear. Oh, well, we're up to 2 full stacks at least. All right, we was at 2 full stacks. Love to have another one. I mean, I could put a furnace here, and then plug it into that one. Just gonna have to be really careful with the redstone. Yes.
Hi.
Hello.
There's a fan going on in the background if you somehow couldn't tell.
Yeah, I can hear it. And like whenever you talk, whenever it
It
actually
is
picks you.
crazy hot in here, so.
It's not here. It's nice and comfortable. I also have like an air conditioned little like portable AC unit about like 15 feet from me.
Hmm.
I can go hopper there. Furnace.
Alright, I shall now teleport back to Kelsey's house.
Alright. Alright. Now I really want to attempt to make a mess. That's exactly what this is going to end up being. Alright, so I don't have to worry about water this way. We'll have to worry about water this way, and I'm definitely going to have to worry about water coming over this way. The only thing I need is a furnace, a hopper, ooh, no, I better not do that. I just got to thinking about that, because if I put the hopper... No, it shouldn't pick up. Oh, if I'm just doing that, though, I should just put it maybe, like, right here on top of this one, though. That would be, like, the simplest thing if I'm just putting a furnace in. So, doing all that work, I could just put it above that hopper. Duh. Hey, Nas! Uh, no worries, no worries. We've got Geo, Kelsey's on. Geo in the chat, too. Oh. Yeah, as far as I know, I've got everything taken care of. I've got everything should be ready. I got my time that I need to be at the hospital. I'm not looking forward to it, but at the same time, I'm ready to get this over with. I'm trying to get, one more stream, a little bit of relaxation, just kind of chill out before tomorrow. Complaining of the fact that I can't eat after midnight, and then on top of that, it's gonna be like 10:30 before I have to be at the hospital. Oh yeah, I have no doubt that I'm pretty confident that everything's gonna go all right. I'm just complaining the fact that I can't eat. That's the thing I don't understand either. Is the fact, let's say for instance, if you got to be at the hospital at 5 in the morning to do a surgery, they tell you not to eat after midnight. But I'm going to be there at 10. I'm going to be like there 5 hours later than that, but I still can't eat after midnight. I think I should be able to eat at 5, be able to eat at 5, but it is what it is on that one. I wish. Yeah, I know. I wish. But it's so thundering out here right now. It'd be storming. There we go. We're just gonna set that one there. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna take that stack. And then we're gonna put it. Oh, I don't really have a way of feeding it though. That's why I wanted to put it there. Oh yeah. Crap. I guess I can go ahead and just, I don't know where to put this. I'll put it right there, I guess. That's why I wanted to put it there, or why I needed to put it there. I don't think the water's gonna be an issue. Hey, there you go. That's something I haven't really done. The closest thing I got to an elevator is when I put Geo in that flying machine. Oh, that's cool though. How'd you make it? Was it like just a redstone elevator with a gas, or? Actually, that's right here. I forgot I picked all that up. They are, in fact, simple. Kelsey, wandering trader. Ooh, I do have a hopper, and I got stone. There we go. Oh, if I ain't careful, I'm gonna make a mess. All right, I'll block the water that way. All right, there. We're gonna go. Nope. There. All right. Oh, Jesus. The rain just went, hey. So there's that. There's that. All right. So that needs to go there. Where'd my hopper go? Oh, jeez. I'm missing stuff. Like, wait a minute. Okay, first off, I'm missing a hopper. All right, there's a furnace. All right, I got my furnace, but where'd my hopper go? Like, legitimate lost hopper. I literally shift clicked there like that, and then it went no. Oh no. All right, I've got some technical difficulties. Can I get out this way? Yes, I can. no idea what she's doing up there. Somebody's killing something. Oh, I bet she's killing it for leads. Alright, there's that. And now I need a hopper. Now that was the only hopper too. Now I'm gonna have to make a hopper. I can't believe it took my hopper just I need to know where that thing went. It had to go somewhere. Then you just can't prank mine carts anymore. And she just literally just came over, took the leads, and left. Like, I sell slime. They're string. I don't have a chest. No worry, Kelsey confused me. Oh, she got blocks? Oh, okay. I was like, did she just come over here to kill that? Oh, sorry, I gotta check something real quick. Okay. There's I don't need that. Oh, there we go. Cool. That I had a notification on my phone. I'm gonna check them just in case with everything going on. I don't need to miss anything. There's nothing on her list. That's what it is. Oh, that that is like that's something that actually gets a lot of people now. Or I won't say that, but like if I tell, like if I'm at work now, I am 6 months from being 40. I work in an industrial plant. I make steel parts for various manufacturers or various vendors of like agricultural, like tractors, tractor implements. I make metal parts of their parts, basically. I make, like say for instance, one of the things that we make are like we laser cut the mowing decks for mowers. I have made stuff for bush hogs. I've made stuff for
Street.
it energy, or like I know one of the things we're doing now are like making shelves and storage for AI plants and power plants. But I make metal things for other people, basically. That's what I do. And when people find out that I've streamed Minecraft for a hobby, basically for a hobby, they're just like, wait, what? You play a video game and stream it and talk to other people while playing it? And like, yeah. But nobody knows my name. Nobody knows, like, I take that back. Only 2 people actually know. Oh, one. I think there might actually only be one. No, there's 2 people. There's 2 people I work with that that actually know like my username and watches, like they see me stream. And one of them's a member of the server, and the other one potentially might be a member. So yeah, whenever I tell people I play Minecraft, they're just like, "Wait, what?" Yeah, yeah. All right. Dun. 5. All right, let's go attempt to try this again. Hopefully with a little less fail. I gotta sneeze. I wish I could sneeze. Every time I sneeze, my sinuses run. I could really use them running right now. Like, I'm so stopped up. Alright, I need to go this way. Then we're gonna go this way. Because everything over here is flooded. We're gonna go this way. We're gonna go shift click. Click. Alright, we're good. There. She's driving right now. If I had to take a guess, she is driving right now. There we go. Yeah, she had to go take our daughter to her mom for the weekend. And they went early because of the surgery tomorrow. So that way, in case something happens, like, well, the surgery seems like it's going to end up being later. So that way, we wouldn't have to, or Lavender wouldn't have to rush and trying to get her to her mom's and stuff like that. So, all right. That should work for a little bit. At least this should fill in faster now. As long as everything, like, where is who? It was just right there. I don't know. He was right here. Hey, there's some llamas back here. Uh-oh. Here he is. Here he is. Here he is. Right here. Right here. He is right here, Kelsey. Kelsey, turn around. She's not watching the stream. Okay, cool. She's in front of me. No worries. I'm gonna be trying to stream for a while tonight, just to try to kill some time and stay up for a little while. I should be here. Thanks for dropping in. There we go. Jesus, she bought a bunch of stuff. Hey, I found my hopper. Now, how am I gonna get my hoppers? Another thing. There we go. Hey, Kelsey. See, if he was watching the stream earlier, you would have known where he was a lot sooner. Oh man. All right. So now that should go a lot faster. One, one, two, three. Oh, yeah, that's a lot better. I mean, I can get that higher, but I also am going to be risking flooding. Not necessarily. Wait a minute. Where's that water at? The water's only right there, right? Yeah, I'll be risking that one. If I break that, oh, oh God, was she still outside? Where's she at? Outside in the trees? Why are you outside in the trees? I would assume that the zombie does not naturally have wings. Come get your stuff. Come on. Come on, kid. So you can do it. I don't have an extra shulker on me, do I? See if I got a shulker in here. I think I accidentally took it. Yeah, I'm seeing your messages. The walk of shame. Yeah. The Minecraft walk of shame. Oh, God. That time I got her. Nope, that one is actually, in fact, not empty. Found one that's empty. That one's empty. That one. Okay. That's a long walk, too. Bump, 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 bump. All right. So many mini blocks, Kelsey. Check hit boxes. All right. I'm pretty sure I got everything, but we'll look. That's a fish. That's more fish. I don't see anything. There we go. I don't know what she's doing. Uh, I wouldn't stay in that water for long. It's already turning you green. See if I can blow my nose out. There we go. You're welcome. All right. Now, do I want to try that? That's the question. All right, so that will need to go down. I don't think I need this block here. No. All right, cool. One. All right, there's that one. That one. That one. All right, so that would in fact effectively block the water in.
Mm-hmm. It would. I can't see what you're doing.
All right. I need another hopper.
I got jump scared by a wheat farm.
I saw that.
Yeah. So apparently, at the old house that me and Rum used to live in, um, I saw the wheat farm. I saw it had a lever on it, and I got curious, and I was like, I wonder what this does. And so I flipped it, and the redstone turned off, and nothing happened. So I was like, that's weird. And then I flipped it back on, and then the water came gushing out, and the loud like wheat noise when you break it, it scared me.
Hey, Kelsey, we can
It was
call
like,
that
when
payment.
you break it. Payment for what?
Collecting all of her stuff after she died.
Uh, I can't get out.
It,
Why can't I get out?
it takes talent.
Talent. That's so.
Alright, I need one of these again. And 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You just got 5 baby dried guests in here.
Yep,
Just why? Let them be free.
eventually.
Eventually.
Wee. Alright, I'm gonna go this way, and then this way, then this way, then up. And then we're gonna drop down here. Yay! Out. My lever made it home. Alright. Let's go ahead and break these. Oh, okay, now there's a hopper there, so that'll block it from that way. So this one is a go to there. And then there. And then this one is to be broken. And no, I knew that was going to happen. I knew I wasn't going to be able to catch that. Take that out. And then this will go that way. Oh, I didn't need that one. There we go. Oh, I didn't think about that. The first thing that's going to load up, though, is going to end up being this one. Then that, which I ain't too worried about if this one loads up first. Like, after a while and everything. Alright, so... Wow. So... She wanting rockets. Oh... Geo is so sad you left. But now you swap computers.
How'd you just quickly switch? What'd you do?
She had her other. She already had her computer up, and she just logged in real quick on her other one.
You left like for 2 seconds.
Magic.
Magic.
I told you I'm a hacker.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know what you're hacking.
Yeah, what are you hacking?
Vibes.
Hacking up a lung when you're sick.
Yeah.
See? there it is.
A sick hacker.
Oh, God.
You know, I think you gave it to me, Kelsey, because I started coughing today. You gave it to me through the screen. Good. What do you mean, good?
Good.
Good.
Says you're right.
Because you're right.
Says you're right.
I'm right. Or you're right.
Serves you right.
Oh.
You scallywag.
Scallywag.
You.
This is not a pirate movie.
I'm watching Parts of the Caribbean right now, actually.
I know.
Yo, you really? If you know, then which movie am I watching?
One.
No.
How dare you?
I'm watching them all in order. I'm already on the last one.
Don't know.
Good one.
Yeah.
What doing?
Playing Minecraft.
Redstone.
Ice cream.
You say ice cream?
Ice cream. Ice cream. We all stream for
I want ice cream.
Nah. Whoops. Why am I throwing rockets?
Ice cream. You scream. We all scream.
Ice cream. I want ice cream now.
I'm
we don't got no ice cream.
I do.
What's in here?
What's this?
Boring stuff.
What is
buckets and stone? She stole from you.
I have a delivery.
A delivery. Yeah, try to cover up your tracks, huh?
It's a delivery.
The delivery.
Whoa.
So many fireflies.
Well, I don't have particles on my other computer. This place is beautiful.
I
Thank
used to
you.
catch
Lavender has
fireflies.
tried.
Wow.
Lavender? What?
Yeah, I don't have particles on my other
Oh,
computer, so
lavender.
I haven't seen fireflies yet.
Oh, wow.
You've never seen
I
a
know.
firefly?
Wait, why are you coming
Or
from
no,
my
you mean in
computer?
Minecraft.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
yeah,
I've
that's
never
better.
seen a real life firefly either.
Oh, wow.
Uh,
Depending on what time
Huh.
you come here, you'll be able to.
Ooh. Yeah,
We have,
we don't have
well,
that
I haven't
here.
seen fireflies in so long, though.
we do.
I miss catching
Like,
them.
they come out
They're
like
fun.
pretty regularly during the summer here.
Yeah, we don't have those here.
Sad. Sad, sad. Ugh. What?
There we go. Now you're coming from a headset.
Mm.
Hopefully it won't be doubled now.
Nah, no worries. I'll grab some of this lava real quick. What? There's that. Why are you sneaky from a thing of peaches? Just got really realizing what she said.
I hate coughing because it makes me feel sick.
You said puffins?
Coffins. Like when vampires are in.
What? No! As in coughing.
Coughing?
Yeah,
You
coughing.
coughing? Coughing.
As in hacking your guts up.
Oh, there was definitely a much better way to explain that.
Uh,
Like, we're throwing up our guts, is like basically what you said.
Well, you just called me a vampire, so
No, I didn't. I said that's what vampires sleep in, a
no,
coffin.
it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, Lavender's here.
Lavender!
Where is she?
Hello.
I
We
have
must
no
find
idea.
her. Where is she? We must locate. Oh,
No.
I know where she is.
We must
I
annoy
know where
her.
she is.
Where is she?
I know where she is.
And off they go. And bot be gone.
Fine.
Give me
Here.
rockets.
You.
I only got 10 left.
Oh me. I really wish I can get over this sinus crud. I want to take some sinus medicine in the morning. Oh. Oh me. Speaking of which, actually, I just realized I need to get this out. Well, there we go. Wasn't getting close, but still was there. Go ahead and take it, get it, put it in there. One less thing to worry about. What's up, Coop? It's a bot. You gotta love bots. I don't know. Like, Kelsey thinks she does. Like, she just took off. She's like, I know where she's at, and just da 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 da. Like, I don't have a clue. That's for sure. It's starting to rain. Oh, stretch the neck. I'm trying to think of any other like farms that we just could really use. I can't really think of anything. On the side. That's nice in here. Oh, rain. Always make some more, get some more books. Put up in here. Something I actually do need to be doing is working on like XP and getting better tools. They still haven't found you. It's like hide and go seek on the server. Speaking of which, junk hunt. Junk hunt. I haven't messed with it much. I know I'm not gonna make a trophy. I am somewhat annoyed with how to put this. Somewhat annoyed with when Minecraft comes up with an update. Every time they come up with an update, it busts those mod packs with textures in it, like custom items and stuff. And I'm not about to try to constantly every like few months have to like figure out what broke, which you granted it's usually just one thing. I know where it's at, but I have to wait on it and it's a pain. So what I'm gonna probably end up doing is putting a netherite ignet as the prize for junk hunt and then just sporadically putting diamonds in it and stuff like that. So I think that's what's going to end up happening in junk hunt. Maybe they're like a diamond block, stuff like that, you know. Maybe like chicken heads or something stupid for like, you know, just randomly and like some of them. Or I could make a custom head as a trophy. I could do that. I think we talked about that. Geo Founder. I felt like putting a straw in my nose and just like hooking the other into a vacuum cleaner and see if I can get this stuff out of my nose. Oh, me. Big stretch. Oh, me. God, I'm not looking forward to tomorrow. Really ain't. It'll be alright though. Alright, let's see. I don't know what to do. I know one thing I need to do. That needs to go in there. Let's get this stuff put up. And then that. I really need to sneeze. Uh. Uh. There we go. Maybe now this stuff will start draining out. Yeah, it's not gonna be fun if I'm sick and also out with surgery at the same time. That will not be fun. I really do like my little house there. All right. We. No, maybe get that loosened up enough. Excuse me, guys. I'm so sorry. Oh, ready. That's a little bit better anyways. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, there is a trial chamber over here. I thought there was. Oh. What? Alright then. Well, I figured out something. Never would have thought about that. Evidently, I can set it to creative mode on a keybind. Or there's a keybind for that. I did not know that. Now I do. That was on accident. And, yeah, I have now learned something. Oh, didn't realize this was here. Hello. Ba-da-ba. Ooh, there's some iron in here. Take that. Ba-da-ba. Oh, up to 14 at least. Am I going the right way? No idea. Just this way. Absolutely nothing is that way. Alright, where? Yeah, I'm cheaty gaming right now. It's alright though. We'll drop down. Which? Oh, that's not. It's too far down. Ah. Okay, I see now. I see now. Is it this way? Oh, there we go. Got everything blocked off for some reason. I don't understand. There we go. I ain't got any keys. They just kind of hanging around. I heard a fire. I don't know where it's at, but I heard it. Oh, I know what I hear now. It's that. Where do I go? That is the way in. Confusement. This is what I'm experiencing right now. There we go. Yay, level 15. Yay. I'm doing stuff. There we go. I guess if anything, I'm getting some arrows. And it's killing a little bit of time too. I really don't know what to build yet next. Like, I know the second story of the house needs to be done. And I don't have to worry. I'm not doing the storage system. We're literally going to wait on really just chicken. That's all I get. That's such a waste. All right. If anything, we're getting copper blocks from when the update happens. But um there we go. Nope. There we go. Now we're in it. Another one. But storage system, I'm not too worried about. We're going to use copper golems when they come out. Get food if we need it. Oh God. There. If I don't get poisoned to death. There we go. Oh, I'm going to though. Oh, have a heart to live. And I don't. There we go. Alright. Let's go back at it. Come down here. Might want to heal all the way up before I just run up in there too. Yeah, it's one of those things where I'm just kind of like at a standstill. It's like, if I'm not making the trophy, or if I'm going to use a trophy head, junk hunt is pretty much done. And it's just going to be, you know, scheduling, you know, a time and date, and that's going to be about the end of junk hunt as far as that's concerned. I'm not needing any farms offhand. I have been contemplating, I guess, how we're going to handle. Ow, there you are. There we go. Like far as like I've been wanting to do my D&D shorts again, and we're probably more or less the my base is also gonna be like the filming location, I guess you can say. Like our D&D shorts, like on the old server, I had like a location just like off of like to the side. Oh wow, that's a bunch of crap on that one. Ow. Ow. You need to back off. Oh, there's like 2 of them up here. There we go. Oh, I'm gonna die. If I ain't careful, I'm gonna die. Half a heart again. I hate stupid skeletons. Stupid, annoying skeleton. Ow! Ow, ow. Oh, alright, there we go. Come on. Build back up. Actually, I want to... We don't need that. No, we don't need this. And is there anything else I just don't want? I got a bunch of skills. Alright, there we go. You know, that is something. Let's see. Ooh, a key. Oh, God. That's never a good sign. How? Oh, God. That looks like a bunch of trouble. Like, straight up, that's a bunch of skeletons just waiting on me. Anytime now. Did I get that key? Yeah, I got the key. I almost kind of don't even want to use the key. That one's dead. That one's not dying. Alright. Which way did I go up at? Over here. Nope, don't fall in the hole. There we go. We'll get rid of that. Oh, now they're fighting each other. Why you gotta be armored? There we go. Don't need that old crappy bow. I want this. Did I pick it up? I don't know if I did or not. Did it despawn? It should despawn that quick. Okay, no, there it is. Dude, hey, another troll key. Awesome. Potato. Really? That's it? It's just... It's just not really much in there. Maybe a enchanted book for the maze? It's just, it's just not the, you know... Ain't got the excitement, I guess you could say, is there. Alright, let's go carry what we got out. I'll come back a little bit later or something. I ain't too worried about it. It's kind of nice having that underneath the house, though. Really wanted to make like a farm out of it. It wouldn't be that hard. I think I walked too far. There we go. Yeah, that's definitely not the way. That is. Then, of course, there's always this. We'll eat up real quick. See how far away that is, actually. Where is that? Where is that located at? Oh, it's underneath. Okay. And got a little glow squid action going on. That's definitely different. I can see where the glow squid might come from. Little small on the spawner, though. But I guess, you know, it works. Definitely used experience, though. I think that's probably going to be like one of my first streams. It's going to be just building up a bunch of like good tools. Just taking the time out and having a bunch of tools. I don't have good tools yet. But I'm not gonna go through the trouble of making a bunch of like netherrack tools though. Or not netherrack, but you know, whatever. Black nether tools. It's one of those days. I'm just tired. You gotta forgive me, guys. I'm trying to hang in there. 2 babies back to back, and a glow squid. And one of them was wearing nothing but gold armor. Almost got enough to make a full suit. Oh wait, do have a full suit of gold. Speaking of armor, though, a lot of people are giving copper armor a hard time worse than what it actually truly deserves. Now, hear me out on that. Alright. I am netherite, that's what I'm thinking of. I'm wearing diamond armor and with wings, which wings does not give any type of armor buff. None whatsoever. Now, before that, before we updated it, broke my mod pack with the with the custom items. I was wearing my hat, and it obviously I'm not getting any type of armor protection from my hat. So it's aesthetic. That's all it is. Like I've got boots on. I kept my pants on, but I could almost live without the pants. The boots was kind of one of those things, like if I accidentally fall off like a large cliff, a feather falling, stuff like that. But whenever like you play on like an SMP like this right here, where it's like not PvP or anything, it's your armor's aesthetic. You go out, you find armor trims. If you want netherite armor, you go find the ignits or it. You go out and you spend the time to personalize your armor, and it's not. And you once you get to that point, anyways, it's not like you're having to like wait out your nights in a hole in the ground. It's your armor's basically an aesthetic with that happens to give you some type of like buff to your armor. And working back around to copper oxidizes. So not only are you getting access to another like color variation, and then on top of that, all the armor trims that go on top of it, you're actually getting access to 4 different armor sets as far as the coloration of it, with the armor trims on top of that. No. So so yeah, people are people really are giving the copper armor just way too much like grief, and it does not at all deserve that. Ooh, almost almost got another set of gold armor. A potato. Hey, Katie. You're good. I just got done talking about how people are giving the copper armor that's going to be added in the next update a lot of grief, and I just don't think it deserves it. Yeah, it's not going to give much of an armor buff at all, and that's what everybody's complaining about. But copper is pretty easy to find. But a lot of people don't realize is the fact that you're going to get access to like 4 different colors. Yeah, Minecraft now is dropping an update every 3 months. No. I'm not wanting any part of that. I don't know what they got going on at the zoo, and I'm just not dealing with it. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to get some experience, and I'm going to relax. Yeah, that's the thing about like Minecraft used to do an update once a year, and they used to do a thing called the mob vote. And a lot of people always scrap and complain about the mob vote. I was one of them. I'm not even gonna worry, be truthful about that. But now they're like, instead of doing the one big update a year, they're doing like smaller ones 4 times a year. Anxious in a way, and it's not about the surgery, it's about what's going to come after. That, and also you're in the nursing industry, and hear me out about this. I know why they ask you not to eat after midnight. We're not going to go into that area, but hear me out. Let's say, for instance, I'm supposed to go to the hospital at 5 in the morning to check in and get everything ready, and I'm not supposed to eat after midnight. I understand why. Like I said, we don't have to get into that. But if I'm not checking in until 10:30, but I still can't eat after midnight, yeah, it's a little like you can almost say that's like unfair in a way. Like I said, I understand why, but you know, it's just like, hey, if these people are having their surgery coming in at 5 for their surgery, and they don't only that's and can't eat after midnight, that's only 5 hours. I'm waiting 10.5 hours. So yeah, that's my gripe, anyways. But I ain't too worried about it. Like everything else, I suffer through it. I ain't too like I said, I ain't too worried about it. I just deal with it. I'll go carb load, or not carb load. I'll just go load up in food like at 11 o'clock. Just eat a bunch at 11. I know that it's not how that's going to work, but it'll make me feel better anyways. I didn't get the chest plate off of that. Well, at least everything's healed up. Except for that. We need to get that healed up. I've never been one to fast. Like, the only fast I do is literally the one from the last time I eat to when I wake up in the morning. But I usually, let's see here. Like, I usually, sometimes I'll end up eating popcorn or something. But after 4 or 5 is when last time I eat, and then I'll end up not eating again until like 4 the next morning. So I get close to the 12-hour range, and even a little bit more than that. Yeah, it definitely can if you ain't careful. But literally to me, it's just like, all right, I'll get. Ow, that had thorns. I didn't even drop it either. I need a pair of pants, guys. Come on. Like literally, like if I get off earlier, which now I guess it don't matter because but like if I got off at 1, I'll end up eating like at 2 to 3, and then unless I eat popcorn later on that night, I will eat again until like 4:30. So I'll go anywhere. I still go anywhere from 11 to 13 hours every day without eating. Yeah, but that Fairlife, like, are you talking about like getting the Fairlife protein little bottle shake bottles, whatever? I like those things. They taste good. I like those things. Like the vanilla one, I like them, but they're damn expensive. Like we sell them at work, and they're like $4, $4 or $5 a bottle at work. And then I think they're like $3 or $4 a bottle at Walmart or something like that. They're expensive. That's actually, yeah. So yeah, $5. Yeah, yeah. They're too like they're good, but they're expensive. Like I'll end up getting the like I've got that. It's like muscle milk. Is what I get. I'll end up getting like a big container of it, and then just like some milk. That's what I do. Oh me, come on, give me zombies. Give me zombies. The I was doing like Lavender got this like vegetable scoops or whatever they are. Yeah, yeah. Which we'll have plenty of time in the morning to prep up everything since I ain't having to go in until 10:30. But uh, all what I was doing like in the mornings before I went to back to like 10, 12 hour days and end up drinking like energy drinks first thing in the morning to kind of get me motivated and going. Um, Lavender ended up getting like this powdered. Oh, leggings, sweet. Oh, is that completely enchanted? Oh no, enchanted helmet. Now the enchanted helmet. The finished an enchanted set of gold armor. But I was taking 2 scoops of the protein powder. I was mixing it with milk, and I was also doing a scoop of like that greens powder. And I was doing that every morning. And it actually, I felt pretty good doing it. But after I went to like 10, working those 10s and 12s, it's just like nothing worked. And I was just literally downing energy drinks, like drinking an energy drink. And I ended up like just getting like 2 packs of crackers, like peanut butter crackers or something like that. And then eating those on my way to work just because like I was dragging so bad. No, it really ain't. Like 12 hours in the like in any type of like factory, especially if like I'm doing a lot of heavy lifting. Like I'll pick up the 50 pounds fairly often. Like literally, like there'll be times I'll be picking up 50 pounds every like minute to 2 minutes, and then having to place it off my machine onto like a pallet on a table. Oh, give me an enchanted helmet. Nothing. And yeah, that will wear you out. It's great for building muscle, but it will wear you out. It's something else a lot of people take for granted though. It's just like straight up like cutting carbs and eating more protein, stuff like that. I definitely will suggest that unless you're in a you're well just burning way too many calories. Somewhat. I've got like weights and stuff here, and like doing like push-ups and sits up. Like I'm thinking about doing some body weight stuff because now since I've actually got room in the studio, since we got a lot of that stuff out now, that's for sure. Me and Lavender was talking about that the other day. It was talking about how like bread in the U.S. actually makes people feel sick, but bread, in Europe, that since they don't have like refined like flour over there, you can eat it and not feel like crap. Like it's amazing. Like if you're not taught, about far as like how American food actually is. No, it really ain't. And a lot of people don't realize that either. Like my parents' generation, they came up with processed food actually coming up. And they're like, "Oh, this is good." Like, the government and stuff like that was teaching us like, "Hey, you know, this processed food's better than normal food and this and that, this safe for you." And, you know, our parents bought into it because they didn't know any better. But now, since like, there's all these studies and people are really starting to look into it and realize, hey, this stuff is not good for you. But at the same time, it really takes two different things. One, it takes actually researching yourself and coming to a conclusion that this crap is not actually good for me. And then after that, it's like, hey, I don't care that it don't, good food's going to taste, it's not going to taste as good. That's just going to be the truth of it. Healthy food is never going to taste as good as a little Debbie cake. But being willing to sacrifice not eating or not eating this unhealthy food and actually eating healthy food, it's going to be the second part that's going to have, really going to take hold. So you can really start controlling like your health. And then I can't say nothing because I literally just got done drinking an energy drink. Well, I have a thing. I have a theory about that also. Like, I know, like I've listened to Joe Rogan, and he's actually a big health nut. And he'll tell you, like in a lot of his podcasts, he tells like his guests, like, this is what I do. I take this, I take this, I take this. I eat mostly meat and this, And the man is like 60 years old, and he's in better health than my 40-year-old. You know, my 40-year-old butt. So, if it's working for him, there's a good chance it'll work for anybody else too. But I also think you can also go a little too in depth in some of that too. No, no, I think he's like 60. Hold on. I'm pretty sure like he's like in his 60s. I'm gonna find out real quick. Google. 57. There we go. 57. Okay, like, well, that's the thing. Like, it depends on who you ask about that. Like, I mean, pure water in itself is not poison, but I really do want to get a water filter that can filter out stuff like, the chlorine and fluorine that's in the water. Now, that stuff's definitely not good for you. Like, fluorine does have a link to cognitive like decline, and all fluorine is literally, they said, oh, fluorine strengthens your teeth, so we're gonna force it in our drinking water. Like, fluorine does not have anything to do with purifying water whatsoever. And what really got that going is the fact that fluorine is, yeah, this is designed to poison us, just like venom. Yeah, okay. Oh, I, I'll give plastic some. Like, I don't know anything about venom and hygiene products. I'm not even going to go down that avenue. But, like, lead, I could see 50-50. Once, like, at first, lead was put, like, in gas and stuff like that, paint, But at first they didn't know. We learned, and it's the fact that after the fact we learned, that's where the is like, come see my hole at the zoo. They really want me to come over there. Um, but like, oh, chest plate, chest plate. Starting that second set. All right, but like plastic, it's the same with, like with plastic. Like for instance, when plastic first came out, there's no way of knowing any of like harmful bit like effects from plastic. There was no way. But now since we are starting to learn these things, as far as like microplastics and everything, now is the fact that is anybody actually going to do anything about it? That's the big thing about it. And we're so dependent on plastic. I don't if we do, it's not going to be anytime soon. No, it wasn't the fact that it was the design of poisonous. It's just the fact that's what happened. An after fact, and if anybody's really going to truthfully like just actually fix the problem. Bastion, roller coaster, squid, scoot, spawn. Where is okay? It is to the north. It's past the squid farm. Roller coaster, duh. Oh yeah. Well, yes, in a way, but that also, it, it's not even the fact of affording either. Like affording does have a part in it, but okay. For instance, here at the house, we of all the kids, animals, what we got going on, and it the convenience part is the worst of it. It's not even the fact of affording it. Like for instance, I I was doing some research, and if you know what you're doing, you can feed one person for a year off of 1/10 of an acre of farmland. If you know what you're doing, 1/10 of an acre of farmland can feed one person for a year. And we own 2 acres of land here. So let's say for instance, we factor in the studio, the garages, the house, the driveway. Let's just say we got 1 acre unusable, which, it's not the case, but we got 1 acre unusable to farm on, and 1 acre we could. Now, if that's the case, and we took our time, we got everything set up, and really like got into like actual farming, we could feed 10 people for a year off this property. And it's the fact that we don't, it's just the fact, it's the convenience factor that we don't, or not even the convenience factor. We just don't want to take the time out to do it. It's not convenient. It's not easy. Therefore, we don't do it. But if we really took our time out, we could cut our food bill almost in half, if not completely out, if we would take the time to do it. Now there'd be yes, there's a lot of like money that's got to go into it. As far as we need to like, I don't want to use pesticides, but we still got to do something to keep bugs off the plants and things like that. We got to buy feed for like the chickens. So, hello.
You're taking too long.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm talking. I think you can get enough. They say it's enough calories, so you could do it off of just crop, if you know what you're doing, you can get enough calories off of 1 year, like off of a tenth of an acre. But you're gonna have to figure out how to diversify to get what everything you would need. Like for instance, with us, luckily we can have chickens, so we have eggs, and then also we could do like after the chickens get so old, we can like cull them and have meat. Luckily for us. And then if we figure out how to do it, we can have like we can make pasta sauce.
That dog.
Yeah.
Hey, ouch! I got stung.
What are
Oh, I
y'all
got
call?
bit.
What are y'all saying?
Huh? I said nothing. What'd you say?
I said hi, Katie.
Oh, hi, Katie.
What'd you thought we said?
I don't know. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, but look what we
You
did.
started going,
Look what we did. Look what we did.
You made a giant hole.
Yeah.
You made a hole.
That was not necessary.
At least she can breathe under here.
Yeah.
Do you like Lavender's hole?
No. Katie says,
I get it.
Come visit me next year. In August.
Come visit Minecraft.
oh, she's got an ad. She's on her VPN.
I got an ad too. Hey, she didn't
I
hear
don't
you.
have an ad.
Depends on where you're watching that.
No one
I don't have
Uh.
an ad.
Like, Kelsey has a subscription right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's her second one, too.
Yeah. I got told off.
I got no money.
Yeah.
Is Mike
That's
mad
what-
at you for subscribing?
Yeah, that's why I had to do my finances to work out if I can get pocket money this week.
Uh,
Oh god.
The answer was no.
Lavender.
You know that's what those chests up there are for, right?
Yeah, but
What?
you
What are
got
they
it.
for?
I
What are they
believe.
for? What are they for?
but
None of your business.
What are they for? Huh?
Huh?
I want you
They're-
stealing resources.
they're for there to collect copper for the golems that we're making whenever the server gets updated.
Oh, I still got 15 more seconds.
Can I keep everything that isn't Can I keep everything
No.
apart that
Eh,
cobblestone?
no.
No.
But I need cobblestone.
So, potentially
What do
to
you need it
us.
for?
I need cobble.
For what?
For reasons.
For reasons.
Here.
I need to make more chests.
But,
You have 5 chests in here.
Oh. Well.
I can't wait till the next update. I'm really looking forward to the copper golems.
You've got some wood in this one.
I just made some more chests. Kills.
Got a lot of wood in here. Oh,
Katie's back.
Conduit.
Yep.
Can't leave my
Katie!
conduit alone.
Come visit
Yeah,
me.
Kales.
Katie, come visit me. Come visit me. Come visit me next year. Come visit me.
Yeah, she's coming to the
Kelsey?
US.
Kelsey, look at this chest.
Not really. It's not hard to get copper at all.
Look at this chest. Where did it go?
It's mostly me giving Kelsey a
Don't
hard time.
even I have it. Don't lie.
What? Kelsey.
Do not lie.
Put stuff back where it belongs, I
Lavender,
swear.
come here. I will get in a death hole. Come here.
Death hole.
Kill me. I'll prove
Katie
my
says she'll visit you at home. She has
Wait,
a passport.
How to kill her.
Did you save your bed over here?
No,
Oh,
I
well.
did not.
We'll
Oh
see.
god, there's so much junk in here.
I don't know.
Why does she
Whatever
have
she's
this much
fun.
junk?
Jesus. Did she die?
Yep.
Dio
Why?
killed her.
She
Oh.
wanted to prove her innocence.
Why?
Oh God.
I honestly forgot what we were talking about.
Me too.
I don't even know what anybody supposedly stole. I'm just like, put it back if you got it.
What? Some sort of conduit? Right
Yeah,
there?
we actually have one on our server named Kelsey. Geo stole conduit.
Look in the chest.
It's right there here.
I'm missing stuff. If I mean, I know I have another conduit. I don't know where it's at. I just
There,
know I have one.
there's one in here.
It
just
wasn't
took it.
here earlier.
Somebody just took the
I have it
conduit.
now.
All right, there it is.
It wasn't there when I looked 2
What?
seconds ago. In my chest now.
I asked
Yes.
Kelsey if she did. I didn't straight up blame her.
Yes, yes on both accounts.
I don't know. Where is Kelsey? I'm gonna go find her.
Mm. So what's the
If you
purpose of the
need
giant
anything.
hole?
To swim with the turtles.
Uh,
Like I did last year.
yeah.
But on a much larger scale.
Oh, okay. So how's people are gonna walk to the roller coaster?
Glass. I'm gonna put glass under it, but I'm also gonna weave up large pillars so it
Hmm.
doesn't look like it's just floating on glass.
Oh, okay.
I think it's actually gonna have some structural integrity.
Okay.
So. Oh, did you see over here?
What?
Come over here.
Where'd she go?
Over here.
All right. Other
Where
side
are
of the
you?
tree.
In here. They're over here.
I don't know. Yes.
There should be 3 skelly horses in here.
Yeah, I see they're up on top.
Yeah, but yeah,
It looks cool.
this is where the skelly horses are.
It's creepy. All right, I'm gonna go take care of this real quick.
Okay, thank you.
Running up on me like that. Should drop an ominous bottle. Did it not drop one? There it is. What level is it? Oh, it's regular. Level 1. Skeleton in the water. Skeleton. Go.
Geo admitted it.
I did not
What?
steal
Did
it.
No! I just got her back over here to pick up all her crap!
Roger, why in the world would you do that? Great, now she's gonna be mad at you and not me, so I honestly, yay, thank you.
It was a warning shot. Literally, I was just like, and arrow. She walked right into it. I was like, oh, this is gonna be. That was funny.
Get over here!
My inventory is full.
Get over here! Pick up her crap!
If you're looking in the stream, literally, my inventory is full.
I don't care anymore.
I'll take her head.
It's over here.
I haven't enough heads.
Yeah, but if you would eat afterwards, it wouldn't be as bad. Oh God. No, you have food, you just don't carry food. Oh
Yeah,
God.
kid.
I'm playing the Ragnarok one.
Ashamed. You should be ashamed.
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not either.
Her wings are still back there.
No, they're
Why didn't you
not.
pick him up?
Yeah, they are.
I just
Or,
picked up
no,
a pair of wings.
no, it's not her wings, it's her rockets. Her rockets are back there.
Oh, it's like 4 rockets.
Why didn't you? What? Okay.
I literally have
some
no
weird
room in my inventory.
Uh-huh.
No,
I'm
look at
just
the
gonna give
stream.
her some. I'm just gonna. You got junk in your inventory.
Yes.
I'm just gonna put. Oh, I smell hamburger. Hamburger! Yay! Get the 8. There's a puffer fish. All the puffer fish are over here.
Oop. All right.
Poop.
Is there anything over here you need, Roger, for whatever you're working on?
No, I actually am not really working on anything right now.
Shame on you. Shame on your cow.
Your cow.
Mulan?
Yeah.
Mulan, huh?
Mulan.
Oh.
It's dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow. Kelsey, all the rest of your stuff's right here. Wherever you went.
Big
You
Yeah.
should really run
shame.
after those 4 rockets.
Yes.
Yes.
They're You really want to try me after them?
Apparently there's a whole stack of coal over there too. What? What happened? What do you laugh at? Huh? What happened?
He came over here, attempted.
Dang it, I don't have any arrows.
I didn't know what.
Oh God! I shot through the. Okay, that works. Oh man. Always a fun time. There we go. Yeah, I'm streaming to YouTube. That's why. That's a guaranteed way to find out or to figure out if I'm actually dual streaming. Is if I got music on the background, I've got a YouTube stream up also. I normally actually never get any type of like I get a few views on it after the fact, but like far as my YouTube streams, like I don't have hardly any actual like constant views on it like while I'm streaming. I'll have like my personal account on it, but that's about it. Yeah, like right now, my personal account's the only one watching it. But I'll sit there and watch it and stuff like that, and help. I got the chat up on it, so it kind of helps me keep up with like if there's like any types of like pop-ups in the chat, stuff like that. But because a lot of times my YouTube chat on my actual computer screen, I minimize it on accident, so I started using that to actually like be able to watch it consistently. I'm gonna pull that out, and we're going to drop that head. I don't really need those. So then we're gonna be that into there. I don't really care about that one necessarily going constantly, which is going to end up filling all of those first and then start filling that up, which I'm fine with that. Like if I'm ever wanting to like actually sit down here and actually kind of grind on those, I'll do it later, but I ain't too worried about it right now. Right now I'm just trying to get stuff into the actual furnace itself, which it won't happen really until that fills up, but it's definitely been filling in like slowly but surely. Let's get some of the stuff put up. Oh man. I'm trying to debate if I want to put anything out here to like to keep the drink, or what I want to keep out here to drink. So I would like to have some stuff to drink out here, but I don't know exactly. I don't know if she's wanting me in it or not. Possibly. I don't know. Not tough, 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 tough. Dirt, glass, gravel, if you wanna. No mob drops are down below. Deep slate cobble, blankets down below. Copper is up here though. But it's tough, tough, chisel tough, and then deep slate. Mob drops are down below. I don't think there's any leads or anything up here. Grass, dirt, nope. Iron though, I do have iron. Make up for that extra chest that I made. That's nothing I need to do too, is check over there at the iron farm to see if it's running. Alright. Weapons, they are not full, so we're gonna put those in there, and those are end up probably becoming dispensers later. I think I got arrows down below, so we'll take these 2 arrows out and move them with the other ones. Armor. I'm going to just drop that into there for the time being, just to kind of get it out of the inventory. Alright. Let's go to the bone mill. Yep. Bones. Can't wait to the update. I could have walk up in here and they're gonna be like little golems walking around everywhere putting stuff up. It's gonna be nice. Tough, 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 tough. Tough, 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 tough. There we go. Mob drops should be bottom floor, back left, I think. That's something else. Let's talk about the whole health stuff. It's something else since I'm going to have off for so long. I'm going to try to dial in also. Arrows. Dun, dun, dun. Gotta sneeze again. Ah, my sinuses are not happy today. I'm going to start trying to dial my diet in. Yeah, I kind of got distracted whenever I sneezed. No, yep. That's something I'm gonna work on, is actually getting everything in my diet a lot better. Just gonna put that in there for the time being, I guess. I guess I can put that in there too. I'm going to have a great opportunity to do so, and it'd be kind of naive of me not to take the time out. I mean, I'm going to have plenty of time during the day. Like, that's, oh, actually, I could have, yeah, like, I don't, I know me not being healthy and being overweight is a contributing factor to my surgeries, or a contributing factor to, like, or can be contributed to my surgeries. Ah, solid toast. But I know my surgeries, are more how I lived, not more, I guess, than how I ate. But I know as far as how I feel, whenever I was like calorie counting, hard labor, hard life, that's the thing. I used to play a lot of basketball. I used to play a lot and paintball and referee a lot of paintball games, skateboarding, all the like hiking that I used to do, like off trail hiking. Like I like having that very active lifestyle. Running, yeah, running all the help 45 minutes a night running, 6 days a week. Being a 6'4" guy, it's a lot of weight pounding on these ankles, these knees. But like, I do like whenever I was working out consistently and eating healthy, I felt so much better. Not only like physically, but like mentally. Like I oh god, I can tell a difference now, like in the end. And before I started working out and running real heavily and stuff like that, and really like getting into shape, I would never thought it. I would have been one of these like naive people, like, nah, that stuff can't. Like, I feel good, I feel fine. But once it's the mentality of you don't know how something actually is until you experience it. And once I started working out and running, and I started shaving all that extra weight off and eating healthy, then I knew what healthy felt like. And this is going to be a perfect opportunity for me to get there. And it'll be very like naive and reckless of me of not taking this opportunity to start trying to get some of that back. Like how he's talking about, as far as like, like strength and stuff like that. Like I'm planning on doing like the body weight stuff. I've got weights here. So, oh yeah. And most people, yeah. Uh, and it's, I mean, there's a lot of contributing factors to why people don't do that. And, first and foremost, is it's hard. It's just like literally, it's just a hard thing to do. It's like hard. And because even with that also being said, a lot of people, like, whenever they do decide to like do it, they jump into it head first. They take on too much, and which is mentally hard, and that's what causes them to fail. Oh yeah. Yeah, like doing it cold turkey, breaking all those old habits that you've had for years and years and years. It's it's one of the hardest things that anybody can do. And it's just it's just those habits. Like I got a habit, like if Lavender's not feeling good, she's having like a, headache, her migraines and stuff like that, I would stop and get something to eat. And that's a habit. Instead of like picking up something and, coming home and cooking it, that's just a straight up habit of mine. Hello. You're in a group. No, I'm talking about far as like the habit I have of like eating out so much. Yeah. I cleaned it out earlier. There's nothing in there. Or there may be stuff in there, but yeah. Like, it's just a lot of people just don't ever take the time and realize how, like, how habits actually work, how you form them, and like how truly hard it is to like break a bad habit. Like, it took me, like, for instance, it took me years to quit smoking. And I'm not gonna lie, it's something that even to this day I have to quit smoking almost every day. And the reason why I say it like that is like I haven't smoked a cigarette in 6 years now. I want to say it was 6 years. No, I know it's getting really close to 7. Or yeah, 6.5, a little over 6.5 years now. So last time I smoked a cigarette. Oh yeah, like it's so easy to go back to a habit that you've had formed in the past. And I thought about that the other day. Considering like with the cigarette thing. Um, whoops, did not mean to hit that. The reason why I say that is because we had there we go. Every so often, um, our work will pay for an ice cream truck to come by, and everybody gets an ice cream off the ice cream truck. And I got it like this big popsicle thing. I ate it, and I took the popsicle stick and I left it in my mouth. And next thing I grab it like this right here, and I'm holding it in my hands, and then I put it back in my mouth. And which I actually or end up listening to a study about like why how that's having forming all the way from you like you're a baby, like using your hands, your mouth, and like as far as the fixation of that, and because that starts as a baby, oral fixation with your using your hands, and that's the reason why cigarettes are like one of the hardest things to quit is because of that. But I wasn't even thinking about it, and I had that popsicle stick in my mouth. I'm using my hands, and I'm just sitting there holding that popsicle stick, and I put it back in my mouth, and then I go back to work, and then when I take it a second, I'll take it in my mouth, and I'll be holding it, and I put it back in. Why did I hear glass break? Oh, she's in there dyeing the sheep. So, but I am looking forward to that. I know one of the first things I want to do is start working on my calorie. I'm not necessarily going to work instantly on like changing my diet. I am going to work on how much I eat. Now, I know I've had a habit of eating too much, and I've been slowly working on cutting that down, and which I've actually have lost some weight through that. and I want to consistently keep that up in a way that's going to be easier on me, I guess you could say, where I could think about it less and not have to like worry about it as much. I'm like, all right, well, what's my calories at today? I know if I'm eating less naturally, I'm going to be intaking less calories. So I think that's something I want to continue to focus in on. And then as I'm getting used to that, I want to switch it over to like healthier foods. Like I really wish like we could have got the green beans in the ground earlier. But once these like if we got green beans that come up, I'm gonna be eating on those, and then we got peas in the ground now, so they start coming up. I can start eating peas also, and growing them here at the house and not using like pesticides and everything else. It's just you know gonna be like just all around just healthier, just little stages of it. It may not amount to much because it's not going to be a large quantity of food or anything, but it's going to definitely be a step in the right direction. And I think that's what matters the most. I think it really would be cool though if I could really dial it in as far as here at the house one day and like getting like the backyard. Like growing up, I did not want to raise a farm. I did not want to do any of that. Um, like my dad was a farmer. I did not want to be a farmer. I was young. Kids are naive, and I was one of them. And especially in that department. And I wish I would have learned more from my dad in that. But at the same time, I'm kind of glad I didn't. Because my dad was raised on a farm, and he was agriculture, like far as with his farming. He used like chemical fertilizers and stuff like that, pesticides, and that's what he was raised to do, and that's what he carried throughout his life. And, he really didn't know any better. He really didn't. He never knew to research that stuff, I guess you could say. And that's just how he was raised. That's not what he knew. And I can't knock him on it, but you could tell the difference in the yard um from where he was like actually farming at to where he wasn't farming at. And you can see it in the grass, like where the grass is a lot healthier to where he was constantly plowing the field, literally plowing the backyard and the front yard and stuff like that. And like constantly like turning it over, constantly adding fertilizers, things like that. You can see a difference, like especially those years afterwards, from where he farmed at to where he wasn't, and where he did not farm at, the grass just looks healthier to me. Oh yeah. Well, it's not even the wild yards per se. Like yes, having wild yards, the flowers and stuff like that does in fact help, but I have a thing about that. I really do have a thing about that though. It's one of those things. I guess you could say it's the whole wild pendulum effect. And I'll get in that in a second. But I really want to focus on with herbiculture, actually using like we got chickens, so therefore we got chicken fertilizer, and so instead of buying, you know, chemical fertilizers, we can use chicken manure. And the ducks, they're in the water, they poop in the water, and we can use that as also fertilizer. And then also on top of that, I installed a water catch behind the studio. So now, instead of using the water hose to water the plants, while we got that catch that's got water in it, we can use natural rainwater to water the plants, so that way we don't have chlorine getting into the ground and killing stuff, and the getting soaked up by the plants. We have actual, like, just like natural cleaner water. Yeah. And that, and also, and so for, like, once, like, let's say for instance we put a plant in there and it pulls a lot of, like, nitrogen out of the ground, we can go back, like, hey, we planted this here, next year we need to plant bean or peas here, or green beans and stuff like that, to put nitrogen back in, and then using, like, support plants like basil and like, I forgot what flowers that lavender puts out here, and using those as natural deterrents from, like, bugs that we don't want near. But talking on about the whole, like, insect thing, like, don't get me wrong, insects are very important. Insects are a natural part of order, as far as, like, you know, pollination, things and that. And, like, we have a large flower garden in the front of the house, which you've seen it. Excuse me. But yeah, we've killed, we're killing them, and but we're using, like, these, we should, like, we're killing them with pesticides, which is bad. Pesticides are not good regardless, because that has a trickle down effect, and we in fact eat pesticides because of it. That part's bad, yes. Pesticides are bad. But when you start thinking about how the natural order of things is before we plowed all these trees down and turned it into farmland and stuff like that, like, a lot of people don't realize, naturally, before we came to this place 200 years ago, like, in the South, every bit of this was wooded land. And people don't realize, like, yeah, everybody talks about, like, the bee population going down. Yes, we definitely need bees to pollinate plants so that we can have food to live on. Yes, that is true. But there wasn't as many bees back then, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on this, but if I what I read is actually correct, the bee population, like, 200-300 years ago and before then, was not as high as it is now, because we didn't have as many flowering plants exposed, because everything was woods. It's everything, like, in this area especially, was wooded land. So yeah, we definitely need to, protect the bees that we got. We shouldn't be using pesticides, because pesticides kills those bees, and if we eradicate the bees, then yes, that is very, very bad. Don't need to be doing, and that's the kind of route that we're going. But at the same time, the bee population, we advertently increased the bee population also to help, or not necessarily to help, but it was just a side effect of us doing agricultural farming. And it's just like, if, oh wow, there's a lot more plants, which means bees have a lot more food, which means they can naturally grow faster than what they would in an area that was just nothing but, like, trees and stuff like that. Oh yeah. Well, we definitely do. We need so much more resources than what we used to, and we're having to compensate with everything because of it. And it's that whole, like, we're tearing up I mean, that's the whole, like, conservative, like, we're tearing the planet up to make all this stuff. Like, for instance, you know, be streaming. Could I get by with using one monitor? Yes, I could. I have 3 monitors. You know, So I don't necessarily need all three of these, you know. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, with bit farm mining, like which a lot of that's actually died off now too because they stopped some of it. I forgot exactly what it is, but it's nowhere near as bad as it used to be. But yeah, what it is, whenever you mine Bitcoin, you have all these graphics cards and they're using so much power, a lot of power. And basically it's like running a factory. Like it's like running a big factory in a very condensed space. So you gotta think, one, you got heat byproduct. So you're gonna have to air condition, you're gonna keep them cool, which is going to use more energy, and you're also got to dissipate that heat. So you're pumping a lot more like just like unnatural hot air in the area, and it's got to, naturally dissipate. So you're getting like a heat sink around the area. And then on top of that, whatever it takes to get that power manufactured. So let's say, for instance, you're banking on a coal supply of a power, or hydro plant, whatever it is, it's having to work harder to produce that extra energy. So of course you got whatever the byproducts of whatever that power plant is getting used into it also. So like everything's got a call, or everything's going to have like some type of like effect to it. Yeah, yeah, Bitcoin mining was huge. Like, I know I was talking to a guy and he was running just 6 to 8 GPUs, and he had it set up in his garage. And I think he said, no, I think he might have got up to 12. 12 graphics cards is what he was using. Now, we got to think, I've got a graphics card in my computer. Lavender's got one in hers. Each one of these kids has a graphics card in their computers. There is 6 graphics cards being used. Not constantly, but there's but he had 12 running, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, at high capacity. And he said like the before and after of his power bill, as far as just cost wise, I don't know what the actual like power usage was, but he said it was around about like $200 to $300 extra a month on his power bill is what it was costing him to do all that mining. So yeah, so you can see that just off of the process, he was using a ton of power. Oh yeah. Basically, what one of the things that happened, I know, like with Bitcoin, they went to a different process to do their mining. So using graphics, like you couldn't use graphics cards anymore. I think it was Bitcoin. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but I know a lot of them like they just shut down like graphic card mining altogether. Like I think that was like 3 or 4 years ago now. I think it was two. Yeah, it's about 4 years ago. But with like some of the other ones that were still using graphics cards at the time, which I think they all pretty much have got cut out, it just became where it wasn't cost effective. Basically, the amount that you would make off of a mining session, or like far as like a month worth of mining, wouldn't equal up to your power, what you was spent in power, and a lot of that's what killed pretty much most of it now. That's the reason why you don't really hear about it anymore, is because it's pretty much all but died out. Like I said, I never got in the deep actual like stuff about it. I just remember he actually took a day off of work because he was mining all the way up into the cutoff, and he was just letting them run because it was printing money. Basically, he was making money off, like, it was worth more than what he had in his electric bill to what, like, the actual coin was worth. So he was making money on it, and he let them run, and he took off the day off of work so that way, whenever the time that they announced for the cutoff, whenever they announced the cutoff, he went, all right, and he shut it all down. So it was worth it for him to miss a day of work so he can make sure those things ran all the way up until the last possible moment. That's something. That's something too. I just like investing in coins and stuff like that. I could see it. I don't. I have off and on over the period of time, but I just, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. They pretty much got it where it just like cut itself out. I can't bring myself to truly invest in a coin either. I'm just so wary about that. Like, I've had some in coins, and I've never I've never wanted, like, invested a lot into it, but I've never saw a return off of anything where it just made it worth my while to think that this is going to be what I want to do as far as an actual long-term investment. And now, like, you don't hear about it anymore, so the craze is really dialed down about it. Yeah, well, a lot of people use it as a dump, like, just like a invest and dump. Especially with all the meme coins that sprouted out because of it. A lot of people are just like, all right, well, yeah, I'm gonna make this meme coin, and like, as far as like a lot of them, like the Dogecoin, or even better yet, the Hot Tua coin. That poor girl. I don't even think she realized what was going on with that one. But a lot of people were using those coins, and they would invest, tens of thousands of dollars. Yes, there was. Like, they were investing like tens and thousands of dollars in these meme coins, or like at the start, and then the price would go up on them. And as soon as like the price got high on it, they would dump their stock, or dump their shares of that coin, make a bunch of money, and then just walk away. Yeah, the Hawk Tua coin, I don't think she truly realized what was about to happen, because there was people wanting to sue her for that, and I don't even know if she truly had anything about it. But basically, the one came out, and she was just like, she was talking about it, back at, advertising it and stuff like that, and then basically it was a pump and dump. A lot of people pumped a lot of money into it right there at the start of it, especially the people who created it for her. It started getting big, and then they dumped every bit of it, made a bunch of money, and the people who bought into it lost a lot of money. And then they were threatening to, I don't know the legality of it, but they were threatening to sue her because of it. And I honestly don't even think she knew what was going on. Like, but that's the thing about those coins, is the fact that that's what a lot of people do with them. I don't think there was like any legality to her getting sued. But that's the reason why, like, she was famous and famous and famous Yeah, I think she probably was exploited. But that's the reason why, she's everywhere, and then all of a sudden she is not seen at all. It was because of the coin, because of what happened to her. But somebody made a lot of money off of that one. As I hate to say it like that, but it's the truth about it. There we go. Now with two of these things running, that one's filled. That one's filled. Really gonna get some kelp out now. I let all that kelp grow in front of the house. Which, I got kelp farms here, but I got all those kelp growing in front of the house, and then I go like collect it, dump it in these furnaces to make dry kelp, and then eventually I'll start feeding in through this way once it gets filled up back here. Which, yeah, I took a big stack of it out, but that won't take long for it to fill back up, especially with it also dumping in on top of it slowly but surely. See the lavender. In which some of these are actually filled up with I've been slowly filling it up with actually buckets of lava. There's all kinds of stuff in here. Really need to make a better system of filling in items, which granted once it gets more filled, if we ever actually have to dump a bunch of crap in it, it'll slowly start filling all of them. But I'm really looking forward to the first time we actually really throw a bunch of items in that hole. Just thinking about it earlier, after I got off work, I came out here. I wonder if she quit or her computer's giving her issues, which hopefully before too long. I got her network card ordered, so we're just waiting on it to actually come in. The network card that she has, I think we're thinking it's going out, so I ordered her another one to replace it. Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's time, isn't it, for that? Yeah. Somehow hop over, maybe? Yeah, chickens. Oh, that's cool. That's crazy, though. Being a bigger city like Chattanooga, I never would have thought about them actually, if it was already banned, that they wouldn't let people do it. That's something I'm glad we have, but we don't take advantage of. We don't use those eggs as much as I think we probably could. Up to 12 hens, no roosters. Yeah, it's not bad then. No, it ain't really bad at all. That's like I said. That's one thing I'm glad we got. It's all the chickens here. We need to do a better job like utilizing them, but I'm definitely glad we got them. That's so like I'm a picky eater, and I've never ate an egg that I can remember. I may have when I was really young, but as far as back I can ever remember, I don't ever remember actually eating an egg. And that's something I need to actually work on with me, like trying to work on far as like being unpicky and working on the foods that I eat, like expanding like what I actually do eat. That's something that I really should do, considering we've got you know an endless supply of eggs. Well, seriously, there we go. All yeah, like a lot of what I eat is like texture based. Like I'm like, if there was a person ever that just was grown up on like truly just processed junk food, it's me. Oh yeah. Like I have a thing about texture though. Texture and also like what I call real like zangy flavor, I guess. Like kiwi or anything like that just has like a real like flavorful taste to it. I cannot eat at all. Yeah, so that's the thing. Like with me, like growing up, I had Chef Boyardee. That's just called. Well, yeah. I mean, really, it is. Like when I came home, like there's a lot of times mom didn't cook, and I had Chef Boyardee. I had that. I had these little round little chicken nibblers, is what they're called. They're like chicken and like has like cheddar cheese in them. I had those microwavable pizzas and like these little microwavable French fry things. Shoestring potatoes, little shoestring potatoes, popcorn, and on special occasions, I had bacon that I could cook that I would cook in the microwave. I remember my parents having like this special tray and like that would let the grease run down, and I would take bacon out of the pack and put it on that and cover it with paper towels and microwave it. And I had, I would cook myself bacon that way. And like when I was like 8, 9 years old, like at a very young age, because Dad wouldn't get home till after 5, and Mom would be home. But if she didn't feel like like a lot of times she wouldn't feel like cooking. So I literally started having to fend for myself at an early age. So, but because of it, yeah, yeah, cereal, a bunch of cereal, Fruit Loops tricks. But because of it, it really put me in a situation of becoming a very picky eater because that's all I ever ate. That's all I didn't even know what a taco. Yeah, I'm not joking in this. I wish I was, but I'm not. I'm not joking. I didn't know a taco existed until I was probably around about 14 or 15. I didn't know what a taco was. Honest to God, I'm not joking. I wish I was. Not joking. Didn't know a taco existed till I was like 14 or 15. And that was the first time I ever ate a taco. I was at a friend's house, and his mom was cooking tacos. And I was like, what the hell is a taco? And she's like, you haven't had a taco? I was like, no. And like, literally, she looked at me like I was crazy. And she's like, "Your mom not cook tacos?" I was like, "No." And she made me a taco, and I ate it. Oh no, no! Like literally, the food that I've mentioned is the food that I literally could only remember eating all the way up till I was 14 or 15. I didn't have ribs until I was like 13 or something like that, somewhere in that age range. Like far as like ribs, barbecue, no, not barbecue was after I was 16. I started eating a little bit of like different like Asian foods that I would kind of fit that would fit in the category of how I was picky until after I was 16. Um, I don't even think I had like a steak until after I was 16. Like, I by no means am I a true foodie. I won't say that I am. My only thing that I would say that I'm a foodie about is pizza. But as far as experiencing like other culture of foods and things like that, no, not until after I was 16, and even then I'm still picky about them. I remember going to a sushi restaurant once, and I ended up trying a couple, like two or three different things, because I was there and I was hungry, and I couldn't get past a lot of it. Like I spent like I think I got a California roll. I could not bring myself to eat it, and the only thing I could eat was like our king has sausage fingers. I have no idea what that means, but I ended up eating squid. That was the only thing that I could bring myself to stomach, and then I did not. That was not even an enjoyable experience. It was just too chewy for me, I guess. So, it, there's an ad up right now, but well, the California roll has kiwi in it, and that's the reason why I could not eat it. Like I could not eat that. Like the very how flavorful it is. I could not stand it. Like that's the reason, probably the reason why I don't eat like I don't really eat fresh fruit is because of how like extreme the flavor is. I've had shrimp one time, in my late 20s. It may have been. Yeah, it was probably my late 20s. I had shrimp one time. Wasn't really a fan of it. Um, well, it is fed up to there now. The first three ones are fed anyways. Yeah, not really a fan of like any of that kind of stuff. So, I wish that water stream was not there. I wish it was one over, but I am not fixing it. I mean, it wouldn't be hard necessarily to fix it. I just really don't want to. 11. But yeah, you can ask Lavender. You know. Yeah, I couldn't do it. And that's the thing. Like we've got two fruit trees in the yard, which I don't even like. They've really grown this year. It don't even look like they've grown at all. I was hoping they'll get a little bit bigger this year. But I don't know if I'll even eat anything off of those. It took me forever just to eat peas and green beans and like peppers that was grown on the property. It took me forever to coach myself into eating those when I, in my 20s. Like, and like, I'm, it's embarrassing. I'm not going to lie about it. Like, being a picky eater like I am, is it's really embarrassing, and it's something that I've dealt with. You know, like growing up, I didn't know about all these foods. Yeah, that you are. Um, like growing up, I didn't realize all these other foods exist. I didn't even know. Like, I mean, like I didn't find eating an enjoyable experience, and even to this day, I kind of don't. Uh, I th- I don't know if I could do hypnosis. What did Kelsey do? Big fat sausage fingers. I don't even know what that means. But I'm not. I'm one of those people. I do believe I'm going to be very reluctant through hypnosis. Like, and it's not one of those things. It's hard for me to let my. I like to like it's like like my mental thing and stuff like that. And like it's like one of those things. It's like it's hard for me to let my mental walls down around people, and just going through hypnosis, I think I'll have trouble with it just naturally, because I feel that I'm going to would be very reluctant, even if I could, like, yeah, she's got me to try a couple of things here and there. She cooked something the other day, and I ended up trying some of it for her. It was all right, but like, I don't know. Sometimes I can. Yeah, that's the bad thing, is the fact that I don't have no desire to try new things. I really don't. Kelsey said you gotta cook for her too. Lavender's actually in here chilling on the love seat. Oh, speaking of which, I don't know. I can't remember if we told you or not, but we got a love seat in here now. Gio left too. Kelsey says she wants to try the nice stuff, but not spicy. Marketplace. End up finding one that fit in here pretty perfectly for about $100. So it's not quite big enough for me to lay on. But if it's lavender can get slightly in the fetal position, and it fits her perfectly. Like, I slept on it actually earlier today. When I got home, I came out here just to kind of like decompress, and I ended up falling asleep. And I woke up and I had a huge muscle cramp because of how I was laying. I had to stand up and stretch it out for a while. But at the same time, it's comfortable enough where I can like prop my foot up on it, on the like maybe on the back part of it and everything. So whenever I have my surgery, and on top of that, we got the TV hung up. We've got the switch. We got our switch port out here hooked up to it. Speaking of which, I went ahead and got that USB cord hooked up, so now the TV's back all the way up locked in against the wall. We don't have to worry about it falling off. Kelsey blowing up with emotes. But we got that, and then that table and the radio that was in the living room. We've got it out here also. So I actually went and bought a album at Walmart. I actually got the original Green Day album on vinyl, and we listened to it the other day. I'm not gonna keep drinking like that. I'm going to go ahead and tell you. I don't think I'm not gonna get into a collection. I do listening. Like, I'll probably end up selling my son's. He's got like the Guardians of the Galaxy LP and a Cowboy Bebop LP, and I may end up like borrowing like from him. I'll see how he highlighted that, but um, Like I'm literally almost out of water. That's all I got left. Um, and my other one is empty. But I've been drinking on them. They're gonna run out. But I'll end up like borrowing them from my son. And probably when I'm out here like sitting around, I end up listening to them. Then I think it's nice. Like as far as like it's not the best quality sound, obviously coming from an LP, but it's nice just to be able to like sit back and you know relax and just listening to the music come out and just not thinking about the a perfection and like having that inconsistency is kind of actually like a refreshing thing. Not having that perfect, pitch and everything else. That's something we're going to work on after my surgery. Um, she's got Stream Elements on her computer, and we're gonna go through. We're gonna get all of her sound and video linked to it, and like especially because like right now with the kids being home, it's hard for her to actually stream without having interruptions. So after the kids start back to school during the day, it's going to actually give her opportunity to stream also. So we're going to get that hooked up for her and everything. The only bad thing about her emotes is the fact that she has to become affiliated in order to use her emotes. So that's what I was thinking is like the what we'll do is just like we did with like getting Maddie affiliated so quick. It's just like we'll all just get on there and lurk, and it won't take no time at all to get her affiliated. But but yeah, we're definitely gonna get that. And that, and also she really needs that other like card because hopefully that's what's causing her connection issues. Like today, she didn't have a single one, and by the times it seems like she's constantly disconnecting over and over again. So hopefully this new USB card coming in is going to end up taking that off the books, and it should just be focusing in on getting her computer set up to stream. That, and also I was also looking into the whole like stream together aspect too. So that way we can piggyback off of each other when we stream. I don't know if you won't be able to see the cat of actually turning the computer off, but yeah, it's a thing that you can do on Twitch is like basically like how you can see it like right now. Like obviously I got my camera footage here, and then down below I've got chat. You get, or depending on how you're viewing it, I've got the actual like chat. Like if you're watching on your phone, like all the chat down below. So what it is basically I could set up another like camera output, and like let's say for instance like down below or maybe off to the side or down there, or down there in the corner, and you'll be able to see Lavender's camera footage also, and you'll be able to hear us both talk through the stream, and there'll be like a shared chat, so both mine and her streams will have like the chat will be all together on it. So, and also like for instance, if I got 3 people watching my stream, and she's got 2 watching her stream, it's going to show a combined level of 5. So that would also help us get up higher quicker, and as far as like the actual like the Twitch discovery. So yeah, that's something I've been looking into, trying to figure out how it all works, getting it all figured out. I don't know, for instance, like say for instance, if 3 people's watching me and 2's watching her, how it actually will count on a personal level because of how like tuning into the actual stream. I don't know if we both get 5 together, or if I get 3 and she just gets 2. But it's something we'll have to actually like. We won't know until we actually like do a stream together. It just depends. I doubt it. Like going that long, especially like it's gonna be hard to her stream when the kids get home because as soon as they bust through the door, it's them yelling at I'm hungry or I got this or this happened at school or you know chasing animals and yeah, it'd be kind of do what? Yeah, she said being a mother is tiring. Oh yeah. I need. There's nothing in here. There's nothing in my refrigerator. That's something also. Well, you can go back and watch them after the fact. I mean, if you really wanted to, you gotta remember, like, she'll be able to keep a vlog up, and beat her streams will be active for like at least a week or two after. It ain't the same. Yeah, but it's still the option. Do what? Uh, she don't know what she'll play. Speaking of which, I still gotta figure out what I'm gonna be doing for mine. As soon as I can get my rehab schedule, that's the main thing. I'm gonna try to get it as early as possible, so that way I can get a consistent stream schedule. I don't want an afternoon rehab appointment if I can help it, because then it's gonna be rather I stream early in the morning and may have to, like, if say for instance my appointment's like at 12 o'clock, and then I'm only gonna be able to stream for like if I get up at 6, I might get at best 5 hours, and then I'll go do my rehab for an hour, come home, and then you know, and then if I did it after that, it'd be into an evening stream. And I would really love to start doing some early morning streams. Like my goal is to have some evening streams like these, like basically kind of like after dark, even though they're kind of like overpopulated with streamers. But I really would like to do a couple like evening night streams like this right here. Yeah. But I also want to do like some morning streams. Like if for instance like streaming Minecraft isn't good for discovery regardless. It really isn't. Like if you want to be discovered, you don't want to stream Minecraft. But if you're going to do it and hoping for like better discovery, you want to stream like early in the morning when there's not as many streamers streaming it. So like if I'm going to do Minecraft, I want to do, like for instance, streaming on the server. I think it's gonna be more beneficial for me to stream it during the morning. Katie Delicate said that she knows that y'all don't play, neither one of y'all play Sims, but they have a new DLC that's a fairy universe. Fairy universe. Yeah, but I need to figure out like if I'm gonna probably do like like a Minecraft server stream in the morning, and then like maybe like a more like do like the next day, maybe do like a night stream and doing like a more of a niche game, and then kind of like like maybe do like a crowd control Minecraft stream during like the evenings, stuff like that, because I think that would probably maybe be more beneficial. But also, but at the same time, maybe like doing like trying a crowd control stream during the morning and see where that might lead. So, but I'm definitely gonna do like at least I'm gonna do one crowd control stream every week. I'm gonna do a server stream every week, and then I want like during the evenings and stuff like that. Try to do like a stream like playing like say Repo or Mage Arena or Phasmophobia, something like that. I don't know about Phasmo. I'm still kind of like with Phasmo, but doing like a stream like with everybody like Katie and uh everybody else like on the server. Um, and then like find like do like a niche game one day, and then like I said, having that on a schedule. So that way, somebody just likes popping in on my crowd control days. They know, hey, on this day at this time, I'm doing crowd control. Or if they just want to hang out with me while I'm streaming on the server, that okay, this day at this time, I'm streaming Minecraft off of the Chroniclecraft server. Or they like if I'm doing a niche game that they like, they're like, hey, on this day he's doing a niche game. So, Lavender Willows, I thought. I don't know. Let me look real quick. She's didn't know her stream name. Steam friends. Nope, just Lavender Willow, no S. Yes, well, that's her name that you got on here. Half the things going on my Steam. But uh, another thing though is the fact that I want to start trying to get more content up or making content for YouTube. That's another reason why like I want to try to get focused in on this base. I've been like slowly working on it now. Even though it's like I'm just made up, the only thing I really made right now is just a farm. Here lately with the building on top of it, but the building's basically the facade for the farm. But I want to try to get all of that kind of like started up. There we go. And doing like more like D&D videos or like the shorts and stuff like that, because they still I'm amazed they still get views right now. I couldn't believe it. Last I looked, like I saw that there's still trickling views in here and there, and I'm like, all right, well, I guess that's kind of cool. And another, let's see here, I want to refresh that real quick. Um, I put out a short the other day, and it actually was doing pretty good also. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna open up a new tab. I want to see where that's actually at. I haven't even looked here, like ever since, really since I put it out. As far as actually on my analytics page, I just did a kind of quick search on YouTube and pulled it up. Content, shorts. Analytics. All right, what's the engagement though? Oh, I can take that. It's got 25% engagement. Ever since they changed how like they do like or they display like how many views it gets and stuff like that, versus engagement. So it's a 500 engagement. That's what I go by, anyways. 518 unique viewers. . Watch times 2.8. Let's get another 2.8 hours on my channel. I'll take that. But I want to try to make like enjoyable content. Like I enjoy doing these streams where I can just sit here and just talk about whatever and you know, kind of just like relax and whatever comes to mind is what comes out of my mouth. But I like to try to actually build up this YouTube channel and give it like the old like good college try. I do like the podcast time. I do enjoy like talking like this and just coming up. Whatever just comes out comes up. That's what we go with. Let's see what we got. Um, yeah, someone went through and looked at all of my shorts yesterday. So yeah, I ended up getting, even though I've only got like 1,600. Linton says, "Oh, Kelsey's gonna be so upset," but let her know. There we go. Good stream up. All right. I wish we had that thing where you like had the little blocks by the names, like how they used to have that one model used to be, and that way everybody can actually see if somebody's streaming or recording and what have you. Um, but yeah, I got 1,600 views on my new short. But yeah, and then on top of that, I got 2 to 4 views on a bunch of different shorts and stuff like that. So I end up getting that extra 46 views on my old shorts just because I published a new video. That's where like you can really start adding up because like all these old shorts ends up getting views like that. So that's what really can actually like boost up your count. Like the more like short videos you got out like that right there, they're gonna end up getting views like these did, like 2 to 4 views out of nowhere. It was all you can tell it's the same person too because they all line up perfectly on the time frame, and that's how you can really start like boosting up like your hours. But really, until you hit like that subscriber count, though, that's the main thing you really got to like focus hard on YouTube. Oh, she ended up losing. Yeah, no good. But I'm really looking forward to actually giving this like having the time to dedicate to this and really giving it like the try of like going, hey, I'm gonna try to make something out of this and see how far it actually goes. Oh yeah. Did Kelsey seriously get back on Minecraft because Alenza got on? And then like Discord literally just popped up that Kelsey is now playing Minecraft. I wonder if she's about to log back on. Has she been lurking? We'll find out shortly. There she is. She dot 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 dot. But I don't know where she went to. There she is. Uh-oh. Kelsey. They're both on at the same time. Kelsey has her chance because she's been looking for her all day. Uh, there we go. I am officially out of water. Bump, bump, and up. Chio just logged back on also. Lavender is over here sitting beside me going through her Pokemon collection on the Switch. Oh no. That's the only bad thing about, well, sometimes that stream delay is horrible. Like, sometimes you can pause it and restart it and it picks up like where it's not near as bad. But like I'm watching, I've got my backup account and stuff like that, so I could check latency, and it's horrible sometimes. So I take it you're enjoying that game. I literally I looked at it and I thought it was like, hey, something like this might be good for me to stream. Because, with me being out for so long, it'll give me a good game with some longevity. To play like for a day. But I cannot bring myself to pay that much for that game. I cannot do it. Even though it's been out for a little while and it's still so expensive, I understand it's a really great game. They don't do microtransactions, AAA title. I can, I know why. I can understand why it's expensive. But the cheap side of me goes, no, don't do it. Exactly. Oh man. Like that's, I'm trying to think. I don't know if I still got it, and if I do, I don't remember where I downloaded it at. I'm gonna check Steam. I had Neverwinter Nights at one point in time, and I can't remember where I got it at. It may have been Galaxy of Games. I might have to see if I can remember my login credential off of it. I could go back and play like an old game. That's might be something I do actually. I may look into that, like when I start getting better after the surgery. It's like I think it was Galaxy of Games because they do a lot more with like older games like that. But I remember having that game young when I was younger, like in my like mid teens, and I never actually got to play it through. So that may be something I try to do to see if I can actually play it all the way through at this point. I can't remember how many hours I actually had into that game. Hmm. I played a Stitch for a while, like the original Diablo. I can't remember if I actually beat it yet then or not, but it was all on my old computer, so I don't even know if I still even have that save file or not. Which playing those older games too, kind of a good little niche thing that also to be able to do. It gets some views that way because people are like, I wonder if anybody's actually playing this game or not. And you can flip on there, and there are only like 2 or 3 people playing a game, and you give an older game like that. One of the games I play for like Lavender ended up buying it for me is the like Teenage Ninja Turtles that originally came out like on the Super Nintendo. It came out like it was Super Nintendo. I think there was a cart for Sega Genesis, and it was an arcade game. And the Super Nintendo one wasn't that bad. And like I played it, I fell in love with that game playing it in the arc like when Pizza Hut was on the south end of town, and they had the arcade in the back, and then they kind of moved some of the games up front, and they had the Turtles in Time Machine. Yeah, those were hard. Um, but I remember playing Turtles in Time on the arcade and fell in love with it. Every time I went, I taught my parents into taking me to Pizza Hut, I would play it. And then I had my Super Nintendo, and then I got a copy of Turtles in Time for like a birthday or something like that. I think it might have been a birthday gift. And I played that game religiously. I played it so much I beat it easy, normal, difficult, play through it with all the different turtles. You would rent to, that's, yeah. I bet there'll be a market, but that would be such a risky market, especially like with like expensive collector games now, like renting them out to like this day and time. Yeah, especially like I remember buying a guide for the original Pokemon because we didn't have internet back then. We couldn't just go on Google and type in where to find the Lapras. Those were the days, though. I remember buying magazines and stuff like that. I remember, yeah, and that was the only way you was gonna find everything too, is those guides. I remember like it was I forget, I think it might have been Game Winners was the name of the magazine, but I remember buying it or getting it for Christmas. I actually picked it out for my Christmas because it had all the cheat codes for all the different games in the back of the magazine. And that's the reason why I bought it. It was just to have all the different cheat codes. And then I remember Game Winners was the name of the website. And then after the internet started becoming more popular, finding that website and then just being able to click down to the game or having like all the different codes for like Mortal Kombat characters and stuff like that. It ain't like it used to be, that's for sure. The gamescape has changed so much. Oh yeah. And yeah, making the like having those guides made things so easier. Yeah, that's for sure. I was listening to a part of a podcast earlier, and it was talking about how like this one, I forget who it was. I forget, but some CEO of some company. I think it was like a movie star or something like that, and she had a company but she would hire like these people, like especially like these younger people in her company, and she would get upset because there would be like no punctuation, incorrect spelling, even now and to this day, like in emails, and she would go to address it, and they would get upset about it, and like, how do you expect me to do this? And like, you're in a professional environment, you need to be learning. You should have learned this stuff, and you need to be learning it now. Yeah, exactly. And like, you need to learn proper grammar and and all this, and they're just kind of like, you know why, I didn't really have to, or this and that. And it's like, look, you're going to have to start learning this stuff. This is not acceptable in a professional environment. And that's just kind of how things is nowadays. As sad as it is. Like, my son, I love him to death, but that's kind of how he is with certain stuff. Oh, we're about to those chicken up in that thing. Raw chicken. I'm gonna cook all this chicken. But yeah, things have no things like the scape of things have, like in the past like 20 years have changed so much, and not even necessarily not in a good way. Like there's been like dramatic changes over the past like 60 years now, you can say. You know, say from the 50s, 60s, yeah, well, oh, even like 70, oh, like 70, 80 years. There's been so much dramatic change in how we live and how like the view of life is, and like technology and ideology. And it was like getting better. Like literally life has become better, 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 better. Now we've really reached a pinnacle, and things are dropping, you know, especially in the United States. Like things are just like it's going back down. You know, people are literally becoming illiterate because they don't have to actually focus in. Like they just hit a button and talk into the phone, and it spells it out for them, and you can send it that way. There was a thing about how people are like use like Chat GDP and like any type of AI stuff now are actually are been noticing a large cognitive in decline in people that overuse like things like that because they just use, you know, AI for everything and become so much dependent on it. Oh yeah, like reading levels are going down. Like people cannot problem solve like they used to because it's just, you know, they're using AI for everything. So why should they have to learn something when they can just type it, you know, well, speak it into their phone and have it do the work for them? Yeah, well, that's the thing about it. Like critical thinking is the one of the biggest parts of it, and you can't like I don't include in video games anymore. I really don't, because now, like, say for instance, like right now, you know, I'm playing a video game, right? Now, I'm doing things like this right here. I am designing and making things. I'm having to use problem solvings to get these like you know, these farms up and you know, and working properly. I'm making, you know, manufacturing questions and having to figure things out. That, yeah, problem solving, critical thinking. But the same person can play this game for hours on end and just do this. Now, also, same game. You can walk around, and that's how like a lot of video games are. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not. I can't do first person shooters like I used to. Uh, but a lot of people, most video games that are being played now are games that are like esports games or like first person shooters. And it's more reflexed, and you know, there's critical thinking and stuff like that, but you don't really have like the in-depth problem solving like you would have like with like puzzle RPGs and stuff like that. So it really, like a lot of games that are coming out now are just like dumbed down. So you really don't, you really can't just say, oh, playing video games is good for your mind, because a lot of the video games that are coming out now are just crap. Yeah, like if you're not, if you're looking everything up and you're just literally playing Barbados through like walkthroughs and stuff like that, you're not gaining anything from that. So that's why I say you can't really count games anymore as mental exercise, because there's ways of getting around it just like everything else where you're not really gaining anything from it. But the kids don't see it this way because they've been raised with all this crap. That's the really bad thing about it. Oh yeah. Like I remember like trying to figure out a way, the one that you're probably thinking of that was so hard was the original Turtles on Nintendo. That one was it was yeah, that thing was ungodly hard. It was too hard really for what it needed to be. And I remember like playing that every morning before school and trying to find especially the water level and making it through. Like, yeah. It just but it made me smarter and because I had to think of different ways of trying stuff to make it through that level. Well, I'm thinking about I need to check this too. All right, is it backed up? No, good. That good. It's full. I don't know where that's at. I can't open it, but that's not overfilling. That's the main thing. 36, not. Oh yeah. That's the thing. Like with my son, I remember the first time he couldn't use a debit card. He had no social skills whatsoever. Like the first time I made him pay for something, like in a gas station, not a clue. 16-year-old can't do it. Hmm. Well, that's just the thing. I mean, everybody's gonna choose like an ease of life. Like obviously, life is a lot easier than it was 100 years ago. Life 100 years ago is easier than a life that was 200 years ago. You know, we're gonna pick convenience over anything, and that's just the thing. Like we, as man, develop tools to make our life easier. We discover how to create fire and made our lives easier. And that's where we're so advanced as we are today is the fact that we've had all these like discoveries and we've made, we've built things and we did it to make things easier. And that's just how this is how human life, how human evolution is going to be. I mean, there's no changing that. I mean, but now we've literally made it so easy though. Like before long, it's just the fact that we're just going to exist. There's not going to be like 100 years from now. Like if we keep going the way that we are, we're literally going to exist. Like machines are going to be able to plan our food if that, but it's going to be so processed. Machines are going to be AI and automation, so going to be processing our food, taking care of, when we go to the hospital and everything's going to be automated, like you see it like in all these movies and stuff like that. And I literally feel like the movie Idiocracy is literally going to be the future of this world. Like I truly do feel that that's our future. Oh wait, I gotta take a quick break. I'm gonna be right back. Oh, there we go. I'm back. Oh man, fix my hat. There we go. I feel better. I haven't got much accomplished today, but what I have got accomplished was very little. I wonder how this is growing out here. Probably not by much. It really ain't been loaded that much. Better than I expected. One day I need to revisit this right here too. On a totally different note though, there has been an announcement of the date of the hide and seek challenge. So I get to look forward to that. It was something I should definitely be able to attend. So I am definitely looking forward to that. Is that water down there? Was there a block of water? I remember. No, no, no. Need to put like a trapdoor or something there. Oh, it's an easy way of getting on and off the ship. I don't think I put that there, but it's there regardless, so. Oh, I forgot about that. I like the look of that too. Like, it's a treasure map that hasn't been. It's the 22nd, I think it is. I know I got it on my phone, but 23rd? 20, 21st? Yep, 21st, 6 p.m. Oops, did not mean to pick that up. There we go. Yeah, I like how that looks though, just how like it's all just like sketched in since it's not been explored. I always thought those maps like that look cool. I think they have another boat out here too though. I think that'd be kind of cool. Have one like maybe like right in here or something. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. Am I gonna win? Probably not. Am I gonna have fun? Probably so. Get to play with all the Aussies. There's gonna be a lot of people on the server. Lavender's gonna try to play in. I don't think Kelsey's gonna be able to make it, but Rum's gonna try. Geo's gonna try. I think Alenza's gonna try. I think it was. So definitely gonna be interesting. I think a lot of us is gonna be wearing her like Kelsey's made like kind of like athletic uniforms for us. There's like a big like CC for Chronicle Craft on the front of it. So that I think that's gonna be interesting if we all wear those to it. Everybody, it's gonna be like, what is going on with these guys? So much stuff in here. Definitely. I can't. Definitely looking forward to it. There we go. That's something too I thought about is like whenever we go to play, I need to really like I wish I had like some like I got some camouflage. Like a camouflage shirt and camouflage hat. I may end up wearing that while streaming since it's hide and seek. think that would be actually pretty funny. All right, so those didn't get anything in it, or they got burnt out. I'm not 100% sure. Something actually I need to check. Bunch of cooked chicken. It's gonna be good content. I'm gonna live stream it. I'll probably end up I don't know if I'll live stream it to YouTube, but I'm definitely gonna live stream on Twitch. And then may cut it up for may cut it up for a YouTube video instead of making like a actual, you know, like a long stream out of it for YouTube. I think it might be better off that way. Not Kelsey. Bump, 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 bump. There we go. Oh, there's chicken in that one. I didn't realize it. Now the question is, these two didn't get anything. Now what about over here on this side? That one did. That one did not. I don't know. That one probably didn't. I would assume. Oh, it got chicken. All right. That one didn't get anything. That one did. I'm not too sure about those. Yeah, let's just take those out. I want to take them out of that one. If I can get to that one, we're just going to throw it in that one. Uh-oh. Just, I mean, it's not froze. Her game. I'm looking at her game right now. She's played it on the flat screen, and it's not froze. He's looking around, but she has no responses out of her Joy Cons whatsoever. Well, they're lit up on the sides. Maybe slide them back in the port. See if that works. Nothing. It may be in the game system now. Try pulling it completely out, see what happens. Oh, she figured it out. Uh-oh. Ah, she's gonna do some recording too. There's a zombie coming over here. I don't appreciate that. Get out of here. Ah, you shoot me. There we go. Nope, stop it. Why can I not hit you? Hey, there you go. There's that. Click my arrow back. Got a little bit of experience. I'm up to 24. I'm almost back up to 30 again. So, like I said, I need to start making more YouTube videos, which I'm gonna have plenty of time to do. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do for like another one. I'm probably gonna do another rogue one first because those are like the ones I'm more familiar with. And then I thought about doing like a wizard, but for the wizard, like the I want to use things like, um, let's see, I could use wind charges for like a spell, and then I I don't really know what to do for a wizard past the wind charges. The You can use like alchemy. You can use like, potion bottles. Obviously, you can do different potions and stuff like that. But I don't know what to do for wizard. Like, there's not a fireball in the game. And I mean, I guess you could do a fireball. You just have to set it up like the snowball and fire. Can you do that? Hold on, do I got a flint and steel. Let's go find some snowballs real quick. Let's do some experimenting. I know if a snowman throws, do we have any snowballs? Snow. Oh, there's omen bottles in there. Snow. Snow. All right, that's powder snow bucket. I don't need powder. I need snow balls. How do you make a snow block? S N. There we go. Need 4 snowballs. All right, let's go find some snowballs, shall we? If I'm not mistaken, to the north was some snow. Need some snow. Snow. There we go. Boom. All right. We're going to get plenty of snow to have some snowballs to throw, which I mean, I guess I could do it right here, I guess. And then some extra snow for some snow blocks. Yep. Okay. I mean, I guess technically I can make a fireball. It won't explode. I can just like, as I'm a wizard, like throw fireballs. Boom. And just like have a recording of like a side recording of me like throwing fireballs. Actually, hold on. Does it actually catch stuff on fire? Like mobs and stuff? That's gonna be important also. It's gonna take a minute to set up. I'm picking it to stay still, but it ain't happening. Alright. Cal, you need to stand still. And fireball. Nope. Fireball. Oh, you moved. Is it not throwing? I mean, yeah, it's catching on fire. Be better if I know if like it would catch something on fire though, a mob on fire. I need a mob. Don't want to accidentally catch one of these on fire though. But yeah, I guess that's a fireball. So it gives me 2 spells. You get wind charges for knockback, like a knockback spell or something like that. And then you get fireballs. You just have to stage it. I also would have to make me like a costume too, like a skin for it. How to play a wizard in Minecraft. Cast fireballs. And literally it's just gonna be like bump. Oh, yeah. I'll have to like put down a block first. Put down a block, catch it on fire, then start throwing fireballs. And then you can do wind charges, of course. I don't know what else you could do though, but short of those two now. I have to put some thought into it. Snow? Snow. There we go. Gotta put those up. I guess it's something else I guess it's something I could do is make a stove farm. I thought about making a paper store too. Haven't done that yet. Oh me. What we got? What we got? There we go. Alright guys. I think I'm gonna head off for the night. I'm starting to slow down. But it's definitely been fun. Definitely been a good conversation tonight. Uh and as soon as I get where I can start streaming again, I will definitely be doing it. Thank you, thank you. Oh me, definitely looking forward to getting this over with. I appreciate the encouragement. All right, guys, I'm off. I will see everybody later. Hopefully sooner than later. Goodbye. Oh, forgot YouTube.